Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ezra, but you can call me Ez. And this is my special guest today, Jose.
But you can call me Juice.
He actually owns the place, I'm just renting it for the day. We are going to be taking care of some of my plants. I do have some house plants that have kind of mingled into the collection, but I'm not an avid plant parent as much as Juice is. So we're going to be giving them some much needed attention.
Basically, we're just going to be checking in on his plant collection today and taking care of anything that needs to be taken care of. Plus, just to show you guys what plants he has, because I don't know if we've ever done a full video of just your plants.
I've got 5.
Yeah.
There's not a lot there.
I love your little collection, so I'm excited for them to see. But if you didn't already know, I'll be uploading plant content here every Wednesday and not Saturday now, because if you didn't know, I'm going back to uploading once a week. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment because it'd really help my channel out, and I'd also really appreciate it. But anyways, let's just get right into the plants. So we're first going to show you guys all of his plants. He's bringing the first one in right now.
This is my monstera deliciosa. I have a long, storied history with this thing. So we both have a monstera. They're both split in half from the same mother plant. We've really been through thick and thin together. She survived a really rough winter at my last apartment, and when she pulled through there and kept thriving and putting out leaves when the weather got nice, I knew that she was going to be a forever plant. We play music together sometimes. She watches me play video games. She's always been there by my side. And you know, she's big.
She's also on a moss pole that probably hasn't been watered in a month because I honestly kind of stopped taking care of her because
that's my job though.
I will just take care of any of the plants around me because, I don't want to see a plant be sad, but I already have so many moss poles. It already takes me over an hour to water all of them. But honestly, monsters are pretty chill, so she's not that unhappy, but she could definitely use some TLC. But let's move on to the next plant. Next up, we have his dracaena marginata that you got for free, didn't you?
So I was at IKEA and I was getting probably just random kitchen stuff that I needed. And at the door, they had a big rack of these baby plants. She's grown quite a bit since I got her. But basically at IKEA, they were just giving these plants away for free. I think it was a Father's Day thing, or they just had too many. But I took it home, put it in this pot that we painted.
We did a video together as well.
Yeah, that was another, wow. But yeah, no, perfectly good plant. I like it because she looks like a little palm.
I don't know if we're going to do anything with her today. You might want to check the roots and see maybe she needs repotted. I don't know. But like I said, she seems pretty happy. She has been dropping some leaves lately. There's a yellow one right here too.
Yeah.
Which is natural because we are going through a season change and she do be growing a lot. But that also could be a sign of being root bound. So you could always just check the roots to see what's going on. Yeah, but anyways.
Next one is my epipremnum aureum. When I first got her, it was maybe 2 or 3 leaves. She was super tiny.
She's been a little neglected.
Kind of forgot she existed.
She was living in the same area my ZZ plant was, and if you watched my neglected plants video, y'all will know that plant was in a similar condition, so...
Yeah, and she's living in a coffee pot. It's rusting through the bottom.
Yeah.
We have some brown leaves. She's been growing a lot for a really long time, but it is time to cut her up, put her in a big pot so she can really fill out and give some more room for those roots to stretch out. And I've also had this plant about as long as I've had the monstera, and it's the same situation where it's kind of stuck by my side through thick and thin, but it's still here, and now it's doing this. We got bugs?
No, I was just checking.
This is my calathea. I don't know if you've seen it in previous videos, but it lives in this room, and I will sometimes break into the plant room to come stare at it because I think she's very pretty. She wasn't quite as big when I got her, obviously. She's grown a little bit. Jose also gave her a little rinse on the leaves, so now she's very shiny and very glossy.
This leaf that you're pointing out is actually one of her new leaves, and she has another new leaf coming in right here. Literally after I wiped these leaves down is when she put these new leaves out, so she really been needing that because she's probably having a lot of light blocked out from the dust. I'm happy to see that she's growing again. Maybe we'll check the roots on this one too, but we'll see.
I think that's it for my collection.
But since we're all done taking a look at his little plant collection, let's go ahead and do some plant maintenance. So we're gonna start off by taking off those dead leaves.
Yeah, we got a few little nuggets of leaves in here that I'm just gonna snip right off. I think that's it for the dead stuff. Could use a dusting, but she looks good to me.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get her out of there.
This is her maybe third pot that we're gonna be putting her into.
I think so.
She's moved around a few times. I'm definitely running into some roots here, and I'm trying to be really gentle with it, but we'll see how stuck she is. All right, we're getting somewhere.
So now that we got his epipremnum out of its original pot, we're gonna go ahead and take those cuttings because we can definitely get a lot from how long this vine is.
I'm getting this like feeling of soul-crushing guilt. Is that normal?
Probably because you're doing it for the first time. This is the plant that we're leaving. She's a lot smaller, but she has a nice root system. It's actually 2 different cuttings in here. Forgot about that. But anyways, now that we've got this plant out of its original pot, got it chopped up, let's go ahead and put it in its new home.
So this is the new pot that we're putting it into. It's significantly wider. It's about as deep. So my hope is the new cuttings that we're going to intersperse in here will be able to fill it out pretty evenly. I'm going to start off by putting that base layer in. Right.
Now that he's all done repotting his epipremnum, let's go ahead and deal with all these cuttings. All right, so I already got some cups of water ready for us, but we're gonna go ahead and add some drops of Super Thrive in. I always feel like a scientist every time I put this stuff in.
So do we just drop it in?
Yeah. So here are all the cuttings. I think we ended up with around 14 to 15. So yeah, you're gonna have a really full epipremnum once these are rooted up. But I think that's all we're gonna do for this plant. Hopefully she starts doing a little better. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next plant.
All right, the dracaena is back. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna shake up the pot a little bit and we're gonna get a view of the roots, see if it's root bound at all. But otherwise it's a pretty healthy, good looking plant, so I don't think it's anything major.
We're just gonna check in on her, see if she needs anything or if we should leave her alone. But yeah.
So, plant looks pretty good. What we're gonna do now is just refresh the soil, put it back in the same pot. It's not root bound or anything, so we're just gonna give it a little refresh. So yeah, there you go. Little soil refresh. Hopefully she'll be happier than ever.
All right, so that's actually all the plants we're going to be taking care of today because his goeppertia seems fine, so we're just gonna leave her alone. But all we need to do now is water all the plants that he just repotted, and that's also going to include his monstera because we need to give her a good watering. But I think I'm just gonna do like a little montage for the rest of this video. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Alright guys, but I think we're all done taking care of Ezra's plants. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Is there anything you want to say to them?
Thanks for having me. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be on this episode of the show today, and I'm glad that my plants are getting the care and attention that they need and deserve.
Yeah, don't forget to leave a like, and you can leave a comment letting us know what your favorite part of this video was. And if you didn't already know, I'd be uploading plant content here every Wednesday, so if you're looking for that, I got you, and you should definitely think about checking out my other videos. And if you already have, why not click that subscribe button? You're already here. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of our Wednesdays. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.